Okay, this is going to be our FireBrand video. So, just to set up, you're an Honor, Valor, and then FireBrand. I'm running a slightly different version because I usually command on this, so it's going to be a little bit different. The only difference is it's middle, bottom for you guys while I'm on the top. And for Valor, it's going to be, let's see what it is. For Valor, it was going to be middle also. And yeah, instead of losing every conditional, it's gonna be middle, bottom for you, and for your Firebrand, it's going to be bottom. But again, mine's slightly different because I tag on it, so it's a little bit more selfish to keep me alive. Okay, so our weapons is going to be mace, shield, and your. Oops, that's supposed to be a staff. Staff. Yeah, mace, shield, staff. Staff's pretty simple. Got him powers when we group up in the first fight. Very simple. When enemy Zerg is pushing, or generally when we're pushing, like so, you want to pop that line of warning. It's an extra CC stab, which is nice and all, and keeps them away. Swiftness while we're running. Now, when we group up, when I say like let's all group up for waters and everything, if you're not in your water mantra and you're not in your mace shield, but you're in your staff, pop the number 2. That's a blast. It'll blast the water. Aegis is mace shield's pretty easy. You can run in with your number 3, which is a block. If he gets hit, it gives you a block. Use your number 4 again to provide another block, and then you can use your number 5 to provide a rain absorption. Pretty simple stuff. So, Firebrand, as you can probably tell, it's very, very frontline heavy. Like, you have to be in the thick of it. If you're hiding in the back line, I suggest you go Necro or Rev or something because Firebrand is not going to be for you. Tomes. Very simple. Number 5 on fire. Gives everyone fire. It's pretty much the only time you use it. You use it when we first group up or when you're really out of mantras and you want to use a mantra out of books, you use it. 3 is a pull, 4 is a decent DPS AoE, and number 2 is, but it's you rarely going to use it. So let's go back to opening. When we're fighting in an open, like we're about to start a fight, you could be in 2 things: water or F2 or F3. Water or like stab thing. I like the water one first personally because when we're going in, when I'm like okay, the enemy Zerg is there because I'm going right on top of them. There's no stopping me going there. I pop my stand your ground. Pop my number 5 as a pre-Condi clear heal because I'm going to be running in all those necro marks. So when you're running in, just take your stab, Condi clear it, which will give you a bunch of Condi clears, 5 Condi clear, and will give you 5 boons on top of it. And, maybe drop a water field here or a number 2 for another Condi here just to get that extra, like maybe someone will blast the water, who knows, you never know because the revs can blast it. So it's pretty much, in these fights when you're fighting, it's just staying on top of them, staying sustained. Bow of Truth. Very nice skill. It recharges. I also like doing this as an opening. So, like a general opening would be like stab, pre-Condi clear, and then a bow of truth on top of the enemy Zerg, followed by more healing and such like the so. If you need stab while you're in water, pop your stun break, your elite. You have 3 of those. And if you run out of water, your mace shield can tank some of the skills right here. But usually, once I'm out of water, I swap to my F3, give myself resistance, and give everybody stab, which also gives them Aegis. Look at all those boons. Beautiful boons. Now, what's also great about this skill is, if I'm back over here, and there's downs over here, let's say the enemy's downs is right there, okay? Ideally, our Scourges and Necros and stuff are supposed to target those downs. Pop a number 3 there. Pop a reflex so they can secure the down if someone's spiking it. At least they can finish the full animation without being range bombed. Ideally, you want to cleave them down, like let the damage cleave it. But that's about it. So actually pretty simple, but okay, it sounds simple, but a big thing is though you have to be patient. It's not going there and just like, spamming all my shit and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm all out of skills. It's a very patient game. That's why Firebrands. You notice how I'm in a grid view on the top here. Uncheck that. Now you can see your party members' conditions. So generally, when it's more than 4 conditions, I'll do the number 5 one because it does 5 condies. If it's like 2 or 3 condies, the number 2 right here because it clears 3. You also have another condi clear. When you're in the other tome, you have this one right here. It converts conditions to converts 5. Well, it does 2. It does 2, 2, and then the last one will do 5. Ideally, again, you don't want to drain this. You could drain it like as a oh shit thing, sure, but you want to be patient with your skills. So it's pretty much that. It's just stab, condi clear, waters, and then sometimes when I'm out of skills, resistance, reflect, and more stab. You can use your number 1 to provide some more stab. But that's pretty much it. Remember, if you're a FireBrand, you're constantly on me. Like, if this is the enemy right here, like the enemy Zerg, if I'm standing with, like, by myself in a group of 20, I need you guys with me too, because you can actually survive this. If you do those simple combinations of condi clearing and get used to it, I've survived Zergs when there's 20, 30 by myself, and I've gotten out of there. Yes, we lost the fight in the end, but it is doable. And lastly, you have your staff, which really, again, just empowers and shield. And then boop, 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 and boop, and boop, 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 done. That's pretty much the general idea. It's just providing condi clear healing, while our Scourges will do their necessary bombs, which I have the Scourge training video before.